So we're now going to show how to connect your laptop to a projector, and the kit you'll need is a projector, a laptop, blue monitor cable, a remote control, and of course your power leads. Step 1, we connect the cables to the back of the projector. To do this, you'll notice that there is a blue monitor in on the back of the projector, and this corresponds to the blue cable we're going to connect. So let's do that now. We need to make sure we turn it the right way round, slot it in, and then where possible we'll turn the screws to make sure that doesn't slip. Step 2 then. Step 2 is to connect the monitor cable, the other end of the monitor cable, to the laptop. And again, this is colour coded blue, so we simply make sure we've got it the right way around and we push it in to connect. And in this situation, we can't screw the screws because the attachments aren't on this particular laptop. So that's the laptop and the projector connected. Step 3 is we now connect power cables to both the projector and to the laptop. So here we can see the power is connected to the laptop and to the projector, and the monitor cables are attached. So it's now time to turn on the equipment. It's usually recommended to turn on the projector first, so let's do that. So now the power's on, you'll see that the projector is now projecting an image on the screen. However, it's not projecting the image from the laptop. At this stage, it's projecting the default projector screen from our Dell projector, and yours would display the logo from the projector company that you have. So what we want to do is ensure that we can see the content from the laptop. So let's look at how we do this. On the laptop, you'll see we have the correct image. So what we need to do is we press function and then the monitor key, which will be one of the F keys on the top. In our case, it's F8. And you'll see on screen some other F keys for other laptops. So we press function and F8. And down the bottom, you'll see now that we have an image saying that this will display on both the laptop and the screen. It's just scrolling around to do that, and you can clearly see now that we have the image on our laptop and also on the screen, which is exactly what we want. We then have an opportunity, if we would like, to only show the image on the screen by pressing the F8 button in our case. And that means now that the image is no longer visible on our laptop, and it will only display on the screen through the projector. Our recommendation is that you always have it on visible by monitor and visible on the laptop, because that gives you greater control in your presentations. And that's how you set up a laptop and a projector for your slideshow. When setting up your projector, often we see an image which isn't square or flush to the screen, just like the image you can see. This is all to do with Keystone, and what we need to do is locate the Keystone function. In our case, we have it on our remote control, and what we can do is use the Keystone to straighten up the screen. As you can see, it's getting straighter and straighter And there we go, we now have a nice rectangle screen. Many projectors these days come with a function called Auto Keystone, and we would recommend strongly that you set this up so that should the image move, it automatically straightens. If you don't straighten it up, it does look very distracting and can put off the audience from your message. I'd like to share with you a tip now which will help you navigate more professionally through your slideshow. Often you need to see what's coming next on your slides without the audience seeing you scroll through the slide by slide. So the best way to do this is to use our remote control for the projector. On this remote control, we've got an option to hide the projection so that it stops projecting onto the screen. And you can see here that we now no longer have the image projected. The beauty of this is then that the image is still showing on our laptop, and what we can do is we can scroll through our slideshow to see which slides are coming next. It also enables us, if we know that one of the slides is incorrect or we need to add an extra point, to make those changes without the audience seeing it in full scale behind them on the screen. So to recap, we use the hide button to show and hide the image on the screen. So let's look at how to blank your PowerPoint presentation. There are two key ways to do this. The first is using the W key, which I'm sure you'll all be able to find on your keyboard. So, as you can see at the moment, we have our image projected, our first slide. We press W and it whites out the screen. This is okay in high light, in high white density light. However, it does have the effect that should we walk in front of your screen, it will be distracting and you will see the projected image. So, the alternative, if we just press W again, we still have the screen showing our first slide. We now press the B key, B representing blank, and as you can see, the screen goes completely blank. And the advantage of this is that when we step in front, the image doesn't project onto us. So therefore, it means you have much more space to present. And it's very useful to get to use the B key in your presentations, because sometimes you might want to emphasize a message without the use of a slide.